So you may be asking, what are you drawing today? What are you going to make? And, well, nothing really in particular. I'll just be drawing some boxes and lines, cross-hatching, because today is a practice day. Today is one of those days where I don't really draw anything. I just make a bunch of lines and try to get real confident with just making straight lines. And also learning new patterns, making new shapes that I might have not done before. And so this is a great way for me to really practice and stay consistent, because if you don't practice, if you don't do the basics, then you can't do the extraordinary. If you forget the basics, you can't go into the advanced category of things. So that's what I've done. I've made some boxes, and I guess you could say it is something. Maybe it looks like an engine or some sort of box machine, maybe a mini space station or something, or at least that's what I would call it. But it's mainly just a bunch of blocky things connected together. So anyways, that's the sketch here. I did make 2 pages, as you can kind of see here. The first of which I used a Pigma Micron, well, on both of these drawings. But I had an issue with the nib. It kind of got feathery and all weird, but that's because I've used it too much, and I've grinded the fine tip down so much that it just stopped working. Of course, there is ink inside of the pen, and I need to find a way to use the ink. I think that you can take off the black little thing on the end and replace the cartridge inside. I have taken it out before, but these are disposable pens, Pigma Microns. Although they are refillable, technically you can. I'm not sure if that's an illegal thing to do, an illegal pen thing. Sort of like if you're building Legos a certain way, there's illegal things you can do that may be considered, so, or whatever. So, but I think you can change the ink cartridge in the Pigma Micron, but it's kind of a hassle, and you're better off just buying some new fine liners. And by the way, when I say illegal, I don't mean actually illegal to replace ink pens. It's a joke, okay? You know, putting a different Pigma Micron ink cartridge into another one. So anyways, that's what happened with the pen. It got messed up by my own doing, but also I've probably been using it for 3, 4, 5 months, and you can't expect fine liner pens to last forever, which is why I also use technical pens like Rotring Isographs and Staedtler Marsmatics. So after I filled about half of the first page, then I moved on towards the second page, which I also filled the top half of the page. And I do really like just drawing lines, and I think that as an artist, that's very important. If you don't like drawing lines, then maybe you shouldn't be an artist. If you just like putting ink down and seeing what happens, then you'll probably be a good artist. You'll probably do fine. You know, if you get a pen, put some blotches, some splotches of ink down, and you have fun, then you'll probably be a great artist. You know, when I was in middle school, that's all I did in class, basically. I would just sit there and put ink on the page because, you know, what else is there to do? I'm bored. I could learn And I mean, I tried, but I also have ADHD or whatever. But also, I'd rather be doing something else. So it is what it is. Anyway, that's the drawing here. I guess you could call it. It's practice, and I had fun, so that's all for today.